Splatoon 3 Side Order. It's the second wave of the Splatoon 3 expansion pack, and it sees the return of Pearl, Marina, Agent 8 and Deadfish from the Splatoon 2 Octo expansion, and sees them climbing a tower from floor to floor while collecting color chips to increase your strength. It's a roguelike designed to be infinitely replayable. There are 30 floors in total, each randomized between 5 modes and 60 color chips to choose out of. Every floor you get the choice between 3 different color chips, maps and modes, and they are so much fun. There is Destroy the Portal, where you do exactly as being told. Defend the Zone, where you defend the Splat Zone against gelatins. Defeat the fleeing foes, where you need to defeat these f***ers. Escort the Turbine Tower, where you shoot a guided tower with a sprinkler towards the end. And sink the Infinity Ball, a dramatic callback to the 8-ball levels in Octo expansion. These can't fall off the map though, so they are by far the easiest. All modes are really fun to do, and at rigorous difficulty, they can get really challenging. There are also vending machine floors, which allow you to use your membucks that you collect through completing floors to buy extra life, subs, specials, and color chips. This is awesome because it allows you to fully customize your weapons kits and can make for some really strong combinations. My favorite part about Side Order though are the color chips, ranging from damage increase to faster charges to fucking homing shots. You get the freedom to customize your weapon however you like, and you can get some crazy results. Let me show you.
A charger that charges instantly and has 100% homing shots. This basically means that anything that enters my screen, it'll die. If you ever play Side Order, please use the charger. Next we have a brush with an insane amount of movement speed and special charge up, which practically means that you get your special instantly. It was really fun just spamming specials every 5 seconds, and this one is just crazy. Oh, this one's my favorite, a tri-stringer that has the charge speed of a reflux. The reflux is my main weapon, so this was probably a big bias towards me, but I used a lot of ink coverage and ink main saver. This one was just really fun to play with. It was basically just a reflux with explosive tips. The portals were really easy to destroy. The zones were easy to paint. I really enjoyed this run, and this was like 2 weeks ago. We also have a roller with huge range, ink coverage and a lot of main piercing. This one was basically just a dynamo roller with the speed of a big swing. And these are just a couple of the weapons you can create in Side Order, and I just enjoy that sort of stuff about it. I mean, just look at this for a second.
Every 10th floor has a boss fight randomized between 3 boss battles. There's Intensifying Harmony Parallel Cannon, which is a group of Inkling-like robots, Layered Rotator Asynchronous Rondo, a big tower that shoots all sorts of sub-specials and gelatins, and Elusive Bounder Pinging What is this f***ing name? A ball that rolls around as you shoot it. They are really cool, but the fact there's only 3 means that they get stale after a couple of runs. Now, final boss spoiler. 3, 2, 1. It's an octopus. A fun boss fight, but after grayscaling everything and getting into the final phase, wow. You collect all the color chips in the game, and it had me feeling like Thanos collecting the Infinity Stones, finishing it off with the Princess Cannon from Octo expansion. But we can skip over the final boss thief. Splatoon has nothing but S-tier songs in this category, and this song sweeps. It's called Spectrum Obligato Ebb and Flow Out of Order. Jesus, what a mouthful. But it is a beautiful remix between Ebb and Flow and the lead of Side Order, Spectrum Obligato, that won Victory Song, to make one of my favorite pieces of music out of this Splatoon series. While I have the chance, I want to mention one of Afterhook's newest songs, We're So Back, sounds oddly familiar to the boss floor clear theme. I just love that sort of small things. After completing the tower, you get pearls to buy hacks from Marina. These allow you to make the game a little bit easier with extra lives, guaranteed vending machine floors, or to unlock more color chips if needed. But you can also turn them down or completely off. With this you can customize your playthrough however easy or difficult you want. You can also spend pearls at this shop with this thing called Cypher, and here you can buy banners, locker decorations and gear for the multiplayer mode. And after you beat the tower for the first time with a certain palette, you also get a replica of that weapon for multiplayer. It just uses the kits of the weapon that it's based off of, but it's still cool that you get at least something for completing a palette. That's fun and all, but can we take a moment to talk about these two? They're gay. Or at least the developers came as close to confirming they're dating without actually confirming it, because Pearl and Marina are constantly crushing on each other and admiring one another. In terms of other characters, there are 8, the same playable Octoling in Octo expansion, and there's Deadfish, the music provider of Octo expansion, who is now actually a character. Their name is Acht, meaning 8 in Dutch and German, and it's always fun to see those little kind of details. These two characters aren't as fleshed out as much as Pearl and Marina, but they still get a bit of personality. But they are still fan favorite characters, so that doesn't really seem to matter much. Overall, I really like Side Order, and it is definitely an enjoyable experience anytime I decide to start a new run. But hey, that's just my opinion, so how about we close it off with just a couple more crazy weapons. I always find myself enjoying my most runs with a brush. Here I have a brush that is really fast and really strong, and that's just my playstyle, just running into enemies. But yeah, the thing that really did it for me was the ultra stamp on this, because you could just slam through hordes of enemies and then brush them with your brush. I really like the brush in Side Order. I also had 2 Splatoon runs, which one I had a bunch of lucky chips. Fun thing about lucky chips is that they go up in great amounts, which means you only need like 2 of each to have a crazy lucky build. You have items drop, bombs drop, and it's just it just becomes a battlefield of items. The other one, I focused more on the Splatana itself. I had damage increase, fire rate increase, and main piercing, and they were really good on the Splatana. I didn't really like Splatana builds before these two, so I might actually use Splatanas more now because of these runs. Then we have my first interesting build. I had a tri-stringer with a lot of special power up. I was maybe invincible for like 3 seconds while I painted the ground to turn back into a Kraken again. But this one really made me realize what kind of potential Side Order had. Now I could go on and on about Side Order, but I'm just gonna cap it here. Side Order is amazing, Splatoon is amazing. Remember that I will rank the stages again when the update cycle ends. And yeah, subscribe, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.